Alright, we should be going live now. Today I have Grixis Nought-Still. So you got Stiflenought, so you got Phyrexian Dreadnought and Stifles, and then you got, gotta organize myself here, apparently. So we got Phyrexian Dreadnought with Stifle, as we've seen on the stream before, and then there's Standstills to give you a little bit more of a control deck. So you're playing a little bit of a slower value deck. 4 Brainstorms, 3 Ponders for card selection, 2 Spell Pierce, 4 Force for a little bit of counter magic and protection, 4 Stifles, obviously. So these can be used early to stifle fetch lands, kind of keep your opponent off balance a bit, and then use later with Phyrexian Dreadnought to get a good beater on board. We got 2 Fatal Push, 3 Lightning Bolt, 2 Kolaghan's Command, and a Grim Lavamancer for a little bit of board control, so we can keep ourselves from dying. A couple of Thoughtseize, it's a little bit of hand hate. 3 Snapcaster Mages for value. So Snapcaster Mage obviously enters the battlefield. You can give one of your instants or sorceries flashback to on turn, so this can help us, if we have to use Stifles early on fetch lands, things of that nature. Snapcaster Mage can help us still be able to snap stifle a Phyrexian Dreadnought trigger. Not obviously ideal, not pretty, but it works. Trying out a Kess Dissident Mage. So this is the Commander 2017, one of the commanders from those decks. It's a legendary creature, human wizard, 1 in Grixis colors. And then it's flying. During each of your turns, you can cast an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. If a card cast this way, be put in your graveyard this turn, exile instead. Another way we can actually use Stifles later on with our Dreadnoughts. It's another way we could rebuy Ponders, Brainstorms, Kolaghan's Command, things of that nature. 3/4, so she can actually be a decent beater on her own when combined with things like Lightning Bolt to put on the clock. 2 Jace the Mind Sculptor, obviously a very strong control card. The card advantage, the more turns you end up with a Jace, the more card advantage you get. You can get out of hand pretty quickly. Makes it so your opponent can't really dig themselves out of the hole they're in. And that's the main board. For the mana base, got 3 Mistress Factory is another beater. We got Badlands, 2 Underground Sea, 2 Bulk, 3 Islands, 1 Swamp. I'm not 100% positive on this mana base. Could use a little bit of tinkering, but we're going to try this out today. A pair of Wastelands, just for, Wastelands good to hit something like a Maze of Ith, hit like a Tabernacle Pendrell Veil, can help break up Thespian Stage, Dark Depths combo. Not ideal, obviously, but different things Wasteland can be very key in. Another, Wasteland Stifles, another way to just keep your opponent off balance the first few turns while you set up. Sideboard, a little bit of a hodgepodge of a little bit of everything. Heavily skewed towards Death and Taxes and creature-based hate. So we got, for Death and Taxes and elves and things of that nature, we have Pyroclasms, Endyard Plagues, got a Fork Bolt, Dreadnought, Pithing Needle's pretty good, Engineering Explosive's fine. So that's what we got there. We got a Thoughtseize to help against combo, as well as a Flusterstorm, a pair of Surgical Extraction, and Vendilion Click is another, another way to kind of fight through, to break up the combo, as well as give us the ability to get a clock on. As in break up combos and help kind of pull apart their hand and make it what might have been a very keepable hand into not that great of a hand. A pair of Pyroblasts. So Pyroblast is there to help fight counter wars. It's there. Can be great against Jace, opposing Jaces, I should say, and it's fine to bring in against combo where a lot of your removal's dead. It's fine against combo because it allows you to kind of hit their cantrips early, so it helps it. So if you can break up their combo a bit, you're able to then keep them from using cantrips to get back into the game. So yeah, that's where we're at, and that's what we're going to try out for tonight. I'm not sure how it's going to go. It's just kind of something, this isn't exactly a brew of any sort, Grixis Standstill decks, Grixis Stiflenought decks, Stifles, Nought-Still decks. That's been a thing before, so we're not trying anything particularly new. We do have some new cards in it. This is something that's fairly new to me. I've played Standstill, I've played Stiflenought, only recently with Stiflenought, so I'm still learning that. But we're going to try this out. Seems like it could be a lot of fun. I'm kind of excited to try out Kess. I'm not sure that Kess will be that great, but hopefully it works out. Oh geez, I hope that my mic isn't picking up everything. Just realized that could be a problem. Oh no, okay, it's the right mic. Cool. Oh, sorry about that. Let's get into this league, tri-league match. Oh, got a little bit of sniffles. Super cold up here. Nice sunny day in Worcester. Whole 3 degrees outside. It's awesome. Waiting to be paired for our match. Don't need that. Oh, hello. Should be here. Yep, still waiting. Come on, people, I want to play some Magic. Let's get this going. Yep, good times, good fun times in Magic. This is great. In theory, we'll have an opponent eventually. Come on, people, come get wrecked. Or wreck, whichever happens. Hopefully get wrecked, but... La-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. Oh, Jesus. It's a good thing I got my laptop to keep me busy. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, there we go. 2 minutes and 40 seconds was perfect. Oh, Jesus Christ. I won the die roll, so we'll be on the play for sure. I say yes. Close this. I'm not excited for this hand, honestly. I'm at the mulligan this. I don't... Depending on what my opponent's doing, like, we could catch him with like an early stifle, we could get him with like snap stifle, but that just seems this hand really does nothing until we hit Jace. This hand's okay, it's not perfect. I would love a dual land here. Mistress Factory, lands, I'll try this. Let's see what we get on top here. Opponent mulligan to 6 as well. Now I'm deciding on 5 or not. Okay, my opponent mulled to 5, and now I'm deciding on 4. Swamp will help us cast our Fatal Push. We're going to keep it on top. And my opponent is on 5 cards. We are just going to lead on Island and pass. There is some merit where like leading on. Well, we don't have Swamp yet. Never mind, that was relevant. Forgot when to play. The lead on Island passing means we have the ability to spell pierce or something. My opponent played Plains. I'm going to assume it's going to be like Death and Taxes or something. It could be Miracles. It seems unlikely if they just lead on Plains. It could also just be like Soldier Stompy or something. If Soldier Stompy, we might be in a little bit of trouble. So that's definitely going to be one of the tougher matchups because they have like Cavern of Souls, stuff like that. The Wasteland, again, I'm leaning further towards Death and Taxes. I don't particularly want to play this Mistress Factory into their Wasteland, but I do want to force them to make a move. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. So they Wasteland this. They're still stuck on like 1 mana or 2 mana if they do have another land in play in hand, so I'm actually fine with that. They play a card here and I draw into like another blue source. I'd like to be able to play Jace the Mind Sculptor if possible. So I'm fine with putting that Mistress Factory out there. And we have like Spell Pierce, Stifle, Fatal Push up, so we're in pretty good shape. If they cast a spell before they use Wasteland, we can also just stifle the Wasteland. Okay, Phyrexian Invoker, that's fine. They can have that. Ooh, we got Stiflenought. Awesome. So yeah, this is gonna, Evoker's just gonna resolve. We're just gonna fatal push it end of turn. We'll keep. Worth it to note that we also have a second stifle up, so if they try to wasteland our Mistress Factory, we can just stifle that as well. Yeah. You can have the name on Jace the Mind Sculptor when this dies. Okay. It's possible like the correct play would be just play Jace the Mind Sculptor here. I don't think they can punish us for that. This is even better because now we can Dreadnought, Stifle, and put a standstill in play, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And stifle that. Kind of tempted to hold up Spell Pierce though. We don't draw enough force and they have Source Plowshares. We still have this for nothing. So I think I'm just going to actually hold up for Spell Pierce. If they have another land, like that's going to suck for us, but I think we're fine. Yeah, I'm going to go with Standstill. If they do answer Dreadnought, we just jam a Jace on board. I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, there's the Source Plowshares I was worried about. Okay, so we drew the Force. That's cool. So we can cast this Force. I'm just going to pitch a Stifle here. I don't particularly care about Stifle at this point. They do have a second land. They have another Source Plowshares. Like, they had it. Good for them. That happens. We weren't going to be able to counter 2 Source Plowshares anyway, so not really a big deal. Yeah, so let's not pass through the turn. We're going to Thought Seize them, see what they got going. Let's see. Flickerwist is kind of annoying. I don't think I can answer the Mirror Crusader other than using Jace Bounce. I'm going to probably take the Mirror Crusader as much as I want the Recruiter of the Guard. We'll be able to play a Jace here, and then Flickerwist isn't really a big deal. This could get a little annoying with the Recruiter and Flickerwist, but we have K command, so we're just going to take the Mirror Crusader. We'll play our land here and resolve a Jace. I'm going to Brainstorm. We're going to see what we can draw into here. So we got Force, blue card. We get Grimlock Mancer Light. Oh, this is all good stuff. I'd say we're in pretty good shape. I'm probably going to keep 4 Spell Pierce in hand at least. I'll put, it doesn't really matter what we put back. Like, we're going to end up drawing these cards anyway. They're not going to be able to really punish us, so. Wasteland, yeah, sure. That kind of sucks, actually. We need the red source, but. Oh, I hit OK on that. Shoot. I gotta use playing blue decks. I gotta play a little slower. We're waiting for another Phyrexian Invoker, which makes sense. They use Wasteland on our bulk, so our Mistress Factory is still good to go, which is awesome. We're just going to keep getting card advantage with Jace. Another Mistress Factory, and there's that Cake Man we already had. Oh, man. Forgetting about the fact our bulk. It's unfortunate. I'm going to ponder. If I can find a red source here, that'd be ideal. No red source. I'm going to probably just shuffle then. I'll play our Mistress Factory, and we'll ponder again. I mean, I think I'm okay with these cards. So we can snap Fatal Push, which is nice. Still need the red source, though, so I'm going to put back Snap, Brainstorm, Snap, because I want to draw into the Snapcaster. No, we'll not shuffle. Probably should have used... No, I had to use 2 blue sources there, so that works. It's possible I should have gotten in for 2 damage. I don't really think the 2 damage is really that relevant. We're going to be able to snap push this anyway, so I'm really not worried about that. If they try to attack with Recruit of the Guard, we'll just enemy Mistress Factory, block, and kill it. They just spend like all these turns just doing that. Like, I'm actually perfectly fine with that. So yeah, we're going to snap push here. Snapcaster's going to target Fatal Push. Okay. Fatal Push. Come on, Fatal Push. Cast the Flashback. We're going to hit that. Okay. We're going to 0 our Jace now. Yay! Red source essentially. Well, I didn't shuffle that Grimrock Mancer. Much better shape. We're not going to need the red source yet, so I'm not going to actually. So what do I not care about in this hand? I don't care about the Spell Pierce. I don't think I care about the Wasteland, but I kind of. Yeah, I want the Wasteland because I want to waste their Crocus. Hopefully, keep them off of 3 mana. we don't have to worry about like flicker wisps and crap. And then we still keep up Mistress Factory, animation, and block. So I'm pretty happy with this at the moment. So what cards do we know about in their hand? We know they have the Flicker Wisp, and that's it. So we'll just dismiss all that because we know about it. If they don't play a card here, I'm likely just going to snap Thoughtseize them next turn. Okay, so they scoop. I think they realize that there's just too much going on. Mull to 5 is a little rough for Death and Taxes, so they're going to really hate us post-board. We have all this stuff for them. So like basically, I'm just not going to bother with any of my counter magic. We have so many different like ways to just wreck their day with stuff like Dread Night, Pyroclasm, Engineering Explosives, Engineering Plague. So not too worried about that. They do run Flicker Wisp, so I'm not huge on the Stiflenought plan. So I'm going to trim a Dreadnought and then trim 2 Stifles. Stifle's not terrible for protecting against Wasteland, but I'm still not huge on it. Actually, I'll keep one of the Stifles and trim a Standstill. When they resolve a file and I can't answer it, Standstill becomes a pretty miserable card. I can never really resolve one without having to worry about just getting wrecked. So we're going to trim, so we trimmed 4 Force, 2 Spell Pierce, a Stifle, a Dreadnought, and a Standstill. Brought in 2 Pyroclasm, 2 Engineered Plague, an Engineering Explosives, Dread Night, an extra Thoughtseize, a Forked Bolt, so Thoughtseizes will be good for like taking stuff like Batterskull Skull if they try to like just hard cast a Stoneforge Mystic. So that's why I want them. They'll also be good about preemptively just getting tagging a Mirror Crusader in hand. This hand's pretty good. It's a little weak to Wasteland because we're gonna have to fetch like probably a Badlands for our Thoughtseize and Pyroclasm. But we can hold off until the time's right to do that. We can lead off on like a might just get Underground Sea, Thoughtseize them. Alright, so they didn't have Vial, so that's kind of good. So yeah. I would have loved if one of these was a Polluted Delta, so we could just fetch like basic Swamp, especially since we drew a basic island, but we're going to have to fetch it a little bit greedy here. Go for Underground Sea and Thoughtseize them. It's fine. Scalding Tarn get like a Valk or whatnot to make sure we can cast Pyroclasm. If they do waste us, we'll likely just get a Badlands, but we're going to take a peek and see what they got going over there. Maybe break up some stuff, some cool stuff they got. Alright, so they have Mirror Crusader that we're not going to be able to counter. They have Thalia we're not going to be able to counter, so we're probably just taking Thalia here. They could just jam a Cheetah, but I don't really care about that. Then we'll have Pyroclasm to like kill their Mirror Crusader. We'll have K-Command to like shatter the Jit and kill the Flicker Wisp. So we're just going to take Thalia here to make sure we can be as efficient in our mana as possible. We don't want to end up having to wait like 3 turns to cast a Pyroclasm, like wait 3 turns to cast a K-Command, especially if they start drawing like Wastelands, then we're in a little bit of trouble. So yeah, they're just jamming that. That makes sense. So we know that's gone, we know that's out. So they have one card we don't know currently. We're just going to play... I'm just going to play Mistress Factory here and pass the turn. The second Jace isn't a great draw here. We don't particularly want to see Jace right now because we're not really set up for it at the moment, but it's actually okay overall. So here comes Mirror Crusader. So we're going to have to just Pyroclasm just to answer that. I would love to wait on Pyroclasm, but I can't take a chance that they suit up with this Umezawa's Jitta and just really punish us. So we're going to go ahead and Pyroclasm now. Let's get the Valk. Red, that, Pyroclasm. Alright, so we know about Flicker Wisp in hand, that's it. So we'll keep that up. We'll just go ahead and dismiss all that. Hey, Wifer, how's it going? You're actually in the stream. Holy crap, you're watching. Actually, did you just get home? I think I just heard you walk in the door. Alright, so they have a port, which is fine because we have a Wasteland for that. I'm not too worried. Another Mirror Crusader. That's a little annoying, but that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and play a Jace here. I'm going to bounce their Mirror Crusader. We're going to play a Jace now while we have all the mana available. It is very cold outside. I went out for a cigarette just before I started up the stream, and it is cold out there. My hands are still numb from that. We're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Next turn, we'll likely wasteland their Cavernous Souls and Pie the Needle their port. I'm assuming they're going to target port with their Focus so they can port us on our upkeep, which makes sense. Might be worthwhile just Decay Command here and then wasteland. It's probably what I'm going to end up doing, honestly. So I have to do that in response to their port activation. I'm assuming they'll have to stop my upkeep here. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so that. Black, colorless, K command. 2 damage. So Shatter Artifact, 2 damage. And then we'll just Pile a Needle Port and wasteland the. Or we could just stand still. There is that. Yeah, I like standstill here because we have Jason board, so that's even better. Hey, what's up, Aaron? How you doing? Good to see someone of your caliber in my stream. Beautiful, beautiful animal. Lady on the streets, animal in the sheets, Aaron. That awkward moment? Yeah, absolutely. So my opponent replayed that Mirror Crusader, which is fine. We have Lightning Bolt now. We have Lightning Bolt now. We have Snap Bolt, so we are very well equipped to handle a Mirror Crusader, so that's cool. We're not stuck on like Fatal Pushes and stuff. Alright, so they're going to tap down our Volk, in which case we're going to Bolt their Mirror Crusader in response. Alright, my opponent scooped. I can't blame my opponent for having enough of that. I need to give it up, yeah. Hey, Evil Mailman, how's it going? Good to see you in the chat. You're always there. Even when you're not talking, I always see you creeping in there when I check the list. So yeah, Crush Death and Taxes is kind of what I built this deck to do. I've had a lot of very bad luck against Death and Taxes with Standstill decks and Stiflenought so far, so it's very good to see that the deck does what I anticipated it would do. That awkward moment when your wife and your girlfriend are both in chat. I mean, just friend. That's a girl, Aaron. I didn't mean girlfriend. That's a yeah. Yeah. That's what I meant. I meant girlfriend. How's everyone doing tonight? She can't flip your dollars like I can, yeah? No, probably not, honestly. Kate's much more into, like, countering Delvers with Chalice than flipping them. You're going to dress and a push-up bra? Ooh. What am I doing here? I should be there right now. Alright. So our first round didn't get picked up until 2 minutes and 40 seconds or so. This round so far looks like it's going to follow suit. That's fine. You can watch, Aaron. I don't mind. I'm used to you not being in chat, so it all works out. Hi, Grim. How's it going? I'm doing okay. A little cold in Worcester right now, but it was sunny today, so, you know, take the good with the bad. So I only started playing blue, like, maybe on and off about a year ago. I've been pretty heavy into blue the last 5 or 6 months. I'm still getting used to the whole, like, not just having to basically F6 to return. I should be used to it by now, honestly. There's not really that much of a good excuse. I tend to play fairly impatiently, especially on MTGO, where you're kind of just staring at the computer screen, waiting on cues and whatnot for your opponent to pass priority and everything. In paper, I'm a little better with things like that, but on MTGO, I seem to, when I'm streaming, I tend to be very distracted, and I tend to make a lot of very stupid plays because I don't take my time. So I'm still getting used to blue. I'm not that used to it yet, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. I guess it probably just really sounds like I'm making excuses, which is not really acceptable, but that's just how it is. I mean, this Trouble Brainstorm 1 fetch land's kind of sketchy. I'm probably, because I have Bolt, I'd have to fetch a duel most likely. If my opponent even runs 1 Wasteland, I might just be screwed here. We're going to try it because Brainstorm is a very good card, but I'm not super excited about this hand with Triple Brainstorm. I would like it to be like a second fetch land or another regular land, just whatever, rather than the 3rd Brainstorm, but it's okay. Brainstorm will pull it all together. Just wait till my opponent just goes like opening Leyline of the Void to shut down Snapcaster Mage and Chalice for 1. That's what I'm expecting to happen here. What I normally play overall is I've been a big Death and Taxes player for a long time now. Big 12 post player for a long time now. 12 post is actually one of the only decks I've ever gotten a good showing in a large paper event at one of the SUG. I think they were still IQs at that point, but now they're classics. But one of the SEG events that I went to, I got top 8 with 12 post. In all fairness, I played Miracles 2 out of the last 3 rounds I played. I played played against Death and Taxes 2 or 3 times, and the 12 plus variant I've been playing on green-white is generally very good against Death and Taxes. Okay, so yeah, this is what I was worried about with this hand. This is looking pretty rough. Grim Lava Menace is great. Fatal Push is not awesome here. Snapcaster Mage isn't coming down shortly, so we're going to hold that. But we don't have a way to shuffle, and depending on what my opponent does on their first turn, this could end up being a pretty rough keep. My opponent doesn't do anything, which is what we're hoping for. He's got Jam Standstill. Hope works out. Cavern of Souls, that sucks for us. But luckily we have Lightning Bolt, Grim Lavamancer. This is another, yeah, I think this might be another Death and Taxes deck, so Grim Lavamancer is going to be good. Brainstorm isn't great, but that Vial is not a good start for us. So I'm going to play Grim Lavamancer here. I kind of want to waste their Cavern Souls, but I feel like I'm going to need the mana, so I don't really want to do that. Stupid Brainstorm. I'm glad to hear you love 12 post. 12 post is definitely one of my favorite decks. It's just right now in my local meta, it's not great. There's a ton of decks that are Blood Moon. There's a ton of decks that have ways to answer Pie the Needle plus Wastelands and whatnot. So it's a little bit tough, but I still love me some 12 post overall. A double Vial Star for my opponent. Good God. We in some trouble here. Yeah, Pithing Needle. Is that not how you pronounce it? I don't know. Yeah, right now I love Standstill and I love Stiflenought, but alright, if we can get a Black Source, this K command's going to be great. Fatal Push is going to be awesome. I'm going to waste this Crocus. I really don't want them to have funny tricks with Thalia and whatnot, so it also takes off a true white source for Source Plowshares if they're trying to answer Grim Lavamancer, so it seems okay to me. We're not going to attack. Yeah, Pithing Needle. Is that not correct? Aaron. Actually, I also stayed off Death and Taxes for a while because, unfortunately, I had a very unfortunate circumstance where it's Pith, not Pithing. Oh, okay. I had a very unfortunate circumstance where my 4th Richard import decided to disappear. So I think I lent it out to someone, and they ended up not returning it, which sucks, but it does happen. So, alright, this is not good. Having trouble getting land in play. Possibly that Wasteland and Crocus is a little greedy. Wasteland and Rich Import probably would have just been better on this at this rate, but we're going to hopefully pull it together. Luckily, our Grim Lavamancer has plenty of food here, and we do have this red source. They keep trying to tap it. We can still ping off creatures one after another, so be good. Oh no, Friction Evoker. Well, we have Bolt for that, so I guess we have answers. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. Nice, Aaron. Can't read your pithy face, yeah. Is that where we're going? Sword of Fire and Ice. We are going to Spell Pierce that, because we're not going to have a chance to use Spell Pierce against pretty much anything else in our deck, so that's going to go away like that. Oh, I need a green. I need another source of mana. I need an Underground Sea, preferably. I could offer the trade with Grim Lavamancer, but we will be able to unlock it and start using it, so I'm not going to offer the trade here. They also can't support us this turn, so we do have the ability to at least get away with one activation of Grim Lavamancer. We don't find another mana source here, and Mistress Factory is not the mana source I'm looking for at all. I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle. And we drew a Mistress Factory anyway. Did I not shuffle? No, I chose not to shuffle apparently. Okay. So I'm just really bad at this game, basically is what that amounts to. Yeah. I think someone can moderate all these puns. Yeah, Kate's pretty big on just the auto-approve of puns. It's pretty bad. I don't see any reason to bolt now. I think we can wait. If they play like a Thalia or whatnot, I'm probably just going to want to try to bolt like end of turn or whatnot. I guess if they put in a Thalia here, I'm just going to bolt end of turn, bolt the Thalia. Stoneforge Mystic, depending on what they get, I'm likely going to want to hit that. Battleshell's not terrible for us, but we do need the black source. Yeah, I'll wait and get a little more information on what my opponent's going to do here, so. We can eventually find a black source. This K command's going to be great against Stoneforge and Batterskull. My opponent's got snow-covered plains and plains. That's interesting. I'm set up for a Flickerless here, aren't I? Huh. Alright, look at that. Well, we can snap bolt their turn, so that's fine. So we're going to start with a bolt on that. We're going to force them to use their Flickerless now. I'm not super excited about this, but forgot about the Violent 3. They did have Violent 3 up, so it's not like we could have gotten rid of the bolt anyway. But this is end step, so we can at least unlock our Grim Lavamancer so we can Grim something as well on their turn. Yep. You have a Flicker Wisp. And now they're going to put in the Batterskull. Full key. Now would be a great time to draw a black source. We know we're not going to draw. No. Okay. Upkeep. They're putting down blue source. That's interesting. We're just going to go ahead and Snapcaster Mage in response. Target Bolt. The Bolt will likely just wait until their Phyrexian Evoker comes back. Wasteland's another mana source. That's not terrible, but it's not perfect. I do want to get rid of this port. That's been very obnoxious, so I'm going to go ahead and waste that. So we're going to wait until that Phyrexian Evoker comes back, then we're going to bolt the crap out of it. Okay. Not sure why they didn't port the Valk over the island, but I guess whatever works for them, right? Okay. They clearly don't have Thalia. If they had Thalia, they would have battled it in before we got the chance to do that. So Snapcaster Mage here is pretty much going to be like, it's pretty much just going to jump itself in front of the Germ token. They played another port. They have one card left in hand. They're attacking with Stoneforge Mystic, so I don't picture that last card in hand is a Flicker Wisp or equipment. So hopefully it's not something they can use. We are just going to Grim this Stoneforge Mystic away, though. Yeah, we'll let you get away with that. That's fine. Paying Island is love. Okay, now we got K command, so that's even better. So we're just going to K command here. me Shatter Bioskull and Shock the Flickerless, most likely. Oh, it's going to suck if this is another... It's going to suck if they have another Flickerless in hand. If they have another Flickerless, they're probably going to hit the Bioskull with it. Okay, they didn't. Cool. So we got away with that one. We're obviously not going to be using Grimlavamancer to... We're obviously not going to be activating Grimlavamancer, so I'm going to take the chance to try and get a point of damage in here. If this is a Recruiter... Oh, it's a Mirror Crusader. That's terrible for us. I did not have Mirror Crusader on my radar at all, and I should have. Oh, no. That was a freebie. That sucked. Okay. Fortunately, because of Port, Mistress Factory is not a way to get Mirror Crusader. Mother Runes, it's a good card. Mother Runes is probably going to die to K Command, though, or Fatal Push. Okay. That's 4 or 5. Yeah, we're going to go to 7. Alright, so they have no cards in hand, so we know everything that they got going right now. Yeah, that's going to happen. Can't really do much about that. Oh, look, fetch land. Awesome. So we're going to take 5 again. Alright, we're going to push this Mother of Runes so it doesn't just get out of hand and make it so we can't actually do anything about Mirror Crusader. We're going to try and get a blocking with Mistress Factory. Oh, they're going to port the Mistress Factory now, it looks like. Part of them might probably make me use mana to do it, but yeah, they're going to make me animate before I go to blocks. So I'll do that. Yep, they're tapping it down. So good top decks here are Bolt, Snapcaster Mage. Jace isn't terrible. I'm not overly excited about it, though, if that's the case. What's this 2-drop they have in hand that they're putting in now? Thalia, okay, Thalia's a good card, yeah. So now we need bolts. Okay, another Mistress Factory gives us a little redundancy, but we're still taking 2 regardless. So yeah, let's just go to next game. I've got a great sideboard against Death and Taxes, so I'm fine going next game and just calling that one a loss. I'm going to do what I did last time. Board out all my counter magic. Why is this so slow? I hate you, MTGO. Oh my god. I had this happen to me the other day. It wouldn't let me like fully sideboard things. And I ended up with a 62 card deck out of a 60 card deck because I apparently had cards in my deck I did not want at all. Alright, so the way I sideboarded last time, the way we're sideboarding this time. All the hate for Death and Taxes. Aaron would be proud for sure, I think. So I sideboarded out 4 Force of Wills, 2 Spell Pierce. I sided out a Standstill, sided out a Dreadnought, and a Stifle. And I brought in 2 Engineered Plagues, 1 Engineered Explosives, 2 Pyroclasm, 1 Dreadnought, 1 Thoughtseize, 1 Fork Bolt. This gives us a lot of hate for their creatures. Why does my sideboard say it has 17 cards in it when it clearly doesn't? 1, 2, 3. Oh, what the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is going on here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, MTGO, I do not like you at all. Why are you screwing with me? This math is completely off. What the frick? Oh, MTGO sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why is there a surgical on my main board? That's not supposed to be there. Why does it say 17 cards on my sideboard? God damn it, MTGO. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 15 cards, not 17 on my sideboard. Learn to count, MTGO. This is ridiculous. Is it really going to make me bring in 2 more cards that I don't want in this matchup? Alright, I'm gonna screenshot this. This is like the second time it's happened to me recently, so I'm not taking this crap from MTG anymore. Okay, put that over there. Ooh, hello. Minimize that. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Guess I'll board these in. Whatever. Yeah, no crap and unexpected error. Can this work now? I need to reinstall? Yeah, maybe. That's just so stupid. So you're saying to uninstall it and reinstall it, and then that should fix that glitch? Brainstorm, couple stifles, fork bolt. I'm not huge on stifles, but brainstorm can help fix that. We do have the fetch lands, so I'm going to keep this. We are on the play for this one. Alright. We're just going to go island pass. See what my opponent does. Very good chance, but still submit. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to uninstall and reinstall it. Just kind of sucks that, like, you know, that's like that. Yeah, I'm not going to respond to the vial. We don't particularly have counter magic, so there's no reason for that. Played Scalding Tarn. I'll brainstorm now. Try and fix up our hand a little bit. I don't think I'm going to need all these stifles. I'm probably not going to want 2 Mistress Factories here. I will fetch a Vulcan, play a Grim Lavamancer. Someone played Port, which is fine. I'm just going to poke down my Volcanic Island. Sure. K-Command's a good card. Yeah, I hear that. I heard that's a good card. We're just going to go past turn. Not going to throw my Grim Lavamancer into anything they can violin. Like we did last game. My opponent goes ahead and vials in a Mom. I'll likely just brainstorm, fetch, and Grim Lavamancer to lay this right now. Don't want Mom to lose Summoning Sickness. Okay, so they're not going to throw Mom into a Grim Lavamancer, which makes sense. Good to see they don't have Source Plowshares yet, which is awesome. My opponent didn't do anything. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and brainstorm here. So we can play Jace. They do have Vial up, so I'm not huge on playing Jace quite yet. I also don't particularly want to fetch any of these away, so maybe the Stifle. You're not great on Stifle right now. I'm going to put Stifle Jace back on top, just not even fetch. I'll likely draw Jace and then fetch, but okay. I will float a red. Okay. So I do want to draw Jace is the problem, but I do want to fetch and shatter that vial now. I guess I'm just going to let that go away. That's fine. Not fine. Not happy about it, but things happen. That's life. Go ahead and fetch a swamp here so we can keep our black sources live. Alright, let's see what they do end of turn. Okay. So if they don't do anything during their turn, end of turn, I'm probably going to fetch out another red source, shatter Vial, and make them discard. Shattering Vial means if we draw like something like a standstill or whatnot, it's still going to be a live card. It's possible getting Badlands here was correct. So that way if they do... Oh, they can't wasteland a swamp anyway, so that's irrelevant. I'm going to make them discard and shatter their Vial. Choose them. Yeah, I chose them. Oh no, I didn't choose a shatter mode. Are you fudging kidding me? Ah, dick. I'm so stupid. Apparently I can't handle mono spells. It happens, right? Shouldn't be laughing, but you gotta laugh off when you make stupid mistakes like that. Okay, so they discarded Mother Runes. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah. I do kind of want to use that other Kolaghan's command. If they port down both my red sources, I won't be able to. So we're going to go ahead and float a red off that. Okay. Okay, during draw step, they'll likely port down my other red source. Yep, there it is. Porting down the other red source. Okay, we're not using that either, I guess. Opponent's very good about their timing on these things. And keeping Grim Lavamancer off the table is very good. It's possible I should have just like snapped Brainstormed there, but I don't think that that was really that great. Stoneforge Mystic, going to get Barraskull probably, right? The Barraskull is Sword of Fire and Ice. Sword of Fire and Ice is probably better. Yeah. They have another land they can cast Sword of Fire and Ice, then equip it to Stoneforge, which won't be very good for us. We'll still be able to next turn like snap Kolaghan's command, like Shatter the Sword, bolt them, or whatever. Okay, so they're not activating Stoneforge. They're not using Stoneforge to put in the sword and then attacking to kill the Grim Lavamancer, which is good for us. Okay, let's see what they do here. Yeah, I'll float a blue off that one, right? Yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and cast Snapcaster Mage here. We'll go ahead and target this Kolaghan's command. Activating Vow Response makes me think they probably have Thalia, which is not great for us. Yeah, that's Thalia. That's cute. Okay. So if they use the other port now, we won't be able to snap Kolaghan's command unless we draw another red source, because they'll likely port down my other bulk right now. Okay, they let me go through all that, so now they can't stop me from doing that. I guess they do probably want to use Stoneforge to cheat in the Sword of Fire and Ice. So it's really unfortunate that I can't, like, have a second red source. Forkbolt being sorcery feed kind of sucks for us. Okay. Guess I'll wait until end of turn. If I activate the Stoneforge, I can shatter and shock. If they try to port, then I can just shock and shatter this, I guess. I would like to answer that Sword of Fire and Ice with this Kolaghan's command that has a flashback right now, though. If they don't do anything end of my turn, I just lose this Kolaghan's command flashback, which is unfortunate. Crap, they didn't. They didn't fall for it. Shoot. Now I can threaten this Grim Lavamancer activation, so if they try to do something funny, I'll wait until combat, so they can't just like. So if I kill this before, if I kill Thalia before combat, they can cast the Sword of Fire and Ice and then equip it to Stoneforge. If I wait, I can kill Thalia before they can equip, and Forkbolt can get it on the other end too, which is nice. Yeah, so now's probably the time to just do this. I'm going to have Grim Lavamancer choosing Stoneforge Mystic. I'll force them to use activation now. I'll take the 2 damage, that's fine. And then I'll Forkbolt on my turn, most likely to kill Thalia. And if they put another 1 toughness creature, I'll be able to kill Thalia and that creature. They definitely beat me at my game of chicken, though. Does this one have Sonic Sickness? Alright, so I tapped the one that wasn't newly controlled, so that's something to keep note of, which Mistress Factory you're tapping. If I did not tap If I tapped this one for mana last turn, I could have animated this, blocked, and pumped, but I definitely missed that. That was an oversight. That happens. Yeah, now they're equipping that, so now I can't fork bolt it. Shit. I guess I'm just going to have to... I can't chase bounce it either, so I'm going to need a fatal push here. Thoughtseize is not great. Not quite what I was looking for. So with this land, I can cast a Jace, Brainstorm, hopefully find Fatal Push and hit Thalia, which I'm kind of okay with. Not huge on that plan. It's not ideal, but it's a plan, I guess. Ugh, so much mana. Alright, I hope to find a Fatal Push here. Hopefully I don't Spirit Labyrinth. That would have been blowout. Oh, Engineered Plague's okay. It's not great against this Thalia where we're standing right now, but it's something that'll come into effect. Tempted to Thoughtseize them, see what they got in hand. Brainstorm's not really great here. I just played Wastelands. I'm going to put back Wasteland Plague. Damn it, I forgot about killing Thalia like that. Let's see. I thought, see, yeah, I'm just going to hold up the Grim Lawmancer, see if they do anything on my turn. If they try to put in like a... If they try to put in like a Stoneforge and then like get a Batterskull, I would like to be able to just kill the Stoneforge. Yeah, that's what happened there. That's what I figured. We are definitely in a little bit of a losing proposition at the moment. Should have likely just shocked and shattered. Let them use the Stoneforge anyway. That's not a huge deal. Not hugely worried about it, but that's fine. All these extra Brainstorms aren't really relevant. Okay. So I can cast and equip Jit, which is not great for us, because Thalia kills Jace, kills both our creatures with the Jit counters. Ugh. This one really ran away from us. That mistake of Kolaghan's command choosing the wrong modes did not get redeemed at all. That was very bad. These things do happen, but simple mistakes like that, completely just losing you the game, is a little rough. If they use the Jit counters to kill both these creatures, I'm actually okay with that. Next turn we can start holding up Mistress Factories. They do have ports, though, is the problem. So that's kind of miserable, but okay. Where are they attacking with this? They're attacking the Jace Direct, that's what I figured. They won't get the Sword of Fire and Ice triggers, which is nice, but they will get the Jit counters, which will kill both our creatures. I guess I do have like a... Well, it's Engineering Plague than a Wasteland. I can't really just name Human because that shuts off my Snapcaster Tomatoes. Engineering Plagues, that's unfortunate. Southeast. So I kept up a counter, so we still... I can pump it to a 6x. Our Mistress Factory is only a block for up to 6 damage, which is not great. We're going to go to combat. We're going to attack with Snapcaster Mage, see what happens here. If they have a Mirror Crusader in hand, that's going to suck. If they have a Mirror Crusader in hand, we'll just Fork Bolt it after combat. That way that doesn't end up wearing these equipment, because that would definitely be miserable for us. I would like to Thoughtseize my opponent, see what they got going on. Handling this Thalia now. I definitely need to draw Fatal Push at some point. 3 mana Mirror Crusader? Yeah, that was Mirror Crusader. Found it. Mother Runes, Batterskull. I'm just going to take the Mother Runes. Alright, Mirror Crusader is going to have to eat this Fork Bolt. Yeah, okay. You're just going to take the 2 damage, you're going to die. I do not want a Mirror Crusader on board. We know they have Batterskull in hand they can't currently cast because of Thalia in play. We're not going to be blocking with Mistress Factory at this point, so I'm just going to go ahead and Brainstorm. We do know we have Wasteland on top, and there's 2 other cards most likely. So Badlands is good to give us another red source, but none of this actually handles this Thalia, which is unfortunate. I'll put back Plague. I kind of want the Plague. It's not great against Thalia right now, but it's something to nerf it a little bit. Keep some of their other creatures off board. We're definitely losing the Snapcaster Mage next turn, most likely. I'm going to set this up so I draw the Plague. I'm going to play Wasteland. I'm going to get rid of one of these ports to keep that Batter Skull out of play. And if I wasteland the second port as well, Mistress Factories are still open for blockers at least. So in a pinch, I'm not completely dead. And we'll have nothing else further, so I'm just going to F6. We also have nothing in response to their turn, so probably just click through to make them think we have something. I guess since we only have one card in hand, 1 mana, we might as well just F6 because there's nothing we really would have. It's not like we have forced blue card. Their own wasteland is kind of rough for us. Gives them another out to Mistress Factory, which sucks. Alright. Thalia's punching hard. I probably should have just drawn Ponder next so we could dig for a Fatal Push. That was also a mistake. Wow, I've never seen this much Death and Taxes online like this before. 2 in a row, that's weird. Just a Death and Taxes night, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Float the mana. Okay. What did Wasteland go after? One of our Mistress Factories? Okay, yeah, that's what I figured would happen. Yeah, they're stopping us during the draw step. Tapping down the... Yeah, fuck, whatever. Fox doesn't really do anything for us right now. I think we're just super dead here. They still have 2 ports, so it's not like we're going to get sneak into Mistress Factory activation. They can pump by 6 damage, so just damage alone, not including Sword of Fire and Ice, they can kill us, even if we play Engineered Plague. So, yeah, that K command early just basically completely ruined our day. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and concede. We clearly aren't getting there here, so we just lost that one. That sucks. So misclicks with Kolaghan's command, not good friends to us. We would have been able to take out their Vow early. Would have made things life a lot easier for us. Apparently got to play slower and be a little more careful about what we're selecting on stuff like that. So how's everyone doing tonight? Everyone else experiencing very, very cold weather right now? Worcester, here in Massachusetts, it was 8 degrees and sunny today. It was sunny, though. 8 degrees is one thing, but sunny is another thing. It was like 3 degrees at one point. It was supposed to be negative 20. Oh, hey. Joe Lissette. Last time we played against Joe Lissette was last week when we streamed with Zach. Joe Lissette was on... Oh, crap, what deck was it? Like Esper Deathblade or something? I think it was Esper Deathblade. Not excited about this hand. I'm going to have to mulligan it. Unfortunately, it has most everything we need, but I'm mulligan. That's my lovely wife.
Hi.
Hi, Kate.
Sorry. Yeah. Hi.
Oh, this hand's not any better, but Ponder's fine. We have forced blue cards. There's that. High today was 14. You wish you weren't a mailman. Can't blame you there. With a Scry, I'm fine keeping this hand. I'll keep Force on top. Leyland of Sanctity. What the hell's going on here? What are you doing, Joe? Forest. Wild Growth. Well then. Alright, so K command. That's still a relevant mode at least. That's cool. Oh, yeah, double force, which is nice. So Joe Lissette is on Enchantress tonight. That's interesting. We like all these cards. We're going to put Jace back on top because we're not going to be using that. We will draw the Mistress Factory. And pass turn. We're not going to shuffle the library. Jace isn't ideal, but... Oh, we have Jace in hand already. We're probably going to end up force pitching a Jace. So Jace isn't ideal because we can't just like Jace out our opponent, but Jace will give us plenty of card advantage where hopefully we can make something work with it. We'll likely just end up keeping the Jace that's on top. We don't target enchantments, so I don't think we care about Sterling Grove. We can just counter whatever Joe goes for, so it's fine. Like really, the targets I have for forcibles at this point are things like Enchantress, things like, so we want to hit our Gothi Enchantress, Want to hit Enchantress's Presence. We want to make sure that my opponent can't just outvalue us by drawing like all the cards. It's pretty much what we're going for right now. I drew the second Jace because I actually do want to be able to force pitch a Jace. So I went ahead and drew that. That was not a mistake this time. I promise. We're going to go ahead and get some beats in the Mishra's Factory, since this is going to we're going to want to get as much damage in wherever we can. Sorry, Sanctum, that's a lot of mana. We're going to hope to find Wasteland soon. Standstill is pretty good. I'm fine with the Standstill. We'll go ahead and play that. And if my opponent goes to get Dryad Arbor, we're fine, because we have Mishra's Factory. You can also draw into Wastelands and stuff, so. What you got, Joe? What you got? Oh, Tezzerator was the deck Joe that was on last time I streamed. That was the deck. Alright, let's see if my opponent gets to Dryad Arbor to block. I highly doubt that's going to happen, but you never know. One can dream. So we drew another land, which is great. We want to continue building our mana, so that way, no matter what we draw off Standstill, we can actually get some value going and whatnot. Yeah, this Leyline of Sanctity is a little annoying for us. We won't be able to chase out our opponent, but the card advantage off Jace will be more than enough. Another Mishra's Factory. We can really pump up the damage now. This one's a newly controlled one, so we want to animate this not newly controlled one. Okay. We're going to go ahead and pump this now while I remember, because I will forget, and I will likely end up not pumping it and getting the extra point of damage. Enchantress is a deck that's all about gradual card advantage and snowballing. They get some type of Enchantress effect online, they get things going, you're in deep trouble. So we're attacking with our Mishra's Factories fairly aggressively because we want to get damage in. I'm going to go ahead and get a Volcanic Island. We're going to animate both these factories and continue the beats. Yeah, use a blue. That's the only mana I have floating, so just use a blue, damn it. Yep. Okay. Attack with all creatures. So now we have 2 more turns before we can close out this game. With double force, plenty of blue cards and whatnot, we should be fine. We also have standstills, so we can eventually draw more cards, hopefully into stuff like Spell Pierce, more forces to keep them off. Spell Pierce falls off a lot in this matchup thanks to Serra Sanctum. So we're not particularly excited if we draw into Spell Pierce, but we do have mana up just to get them off a little bit of mana. Opponent's using the Starting Grove ability now. Let's see what Joe goes to get. Oarsman is Joe Lisette, I'm not crazy calling my opponent Joe every time. So they went and got Enchantress's Presence. Right now the Serra Sanctum only taps for 2 mana. Let's see. Okay, Argothian Enchantress. So that's one of the 2 cards we definitely need to counter. That's going to eat a force, pitching a Jace. And then we know they have Enchantress's Presence as well. So that's going to eat a force, pitching probably the other Jace. I'm not, like I said, I'm not too huge into Jace right now. So here's the Enchantress's Presence. That's going to eat a force. On this one, I think I'm fine pitching Ponder. Yeah. Okay, my opponent scooped because they saw we lost a life, so we could use force. So they scooped. Engineering Explosives is a definite coming here. Thoughtseize. I'm not huge on Thoughtseize because, again, I have Leyline of Sanctity. Might not be able to target them, but I'd rather have Thoughtseize than not have it. Engineered Plagues, I kind of want to shut down the Argothian Enchantress, but I don't think it's really that necessary. Lightning Bolts will be fine for some reach if we get there. Phyrexian Dreadnought and Stifle we want for the very fast clock. Fatal Pushes are generally only going to be able to hit Dryad Arbors, which is not relevant here. Let's see. I think that's actually fine. Just bringing in Engineering Explosives and Thoughtseize and boarding out the 2. What the hell did I board out? Where is it? 2 Fatal Push. Spell Pierce is fine early game. Force is good, obviously. Thoughtseize is fine if they don't have Leyline. I guess Vendilion Click as another clock is fine. don't think I like Grim Mothmancer here, so I'll put out Grim Mothmancer for playing Pavilion Click. Click can at least kind of tear apart their hander and their draw step, and it's a clock, so. We have an early standstill. We have Stifle, which could be relevant. We're going to try this out. I'm a little nervous if my opponent has like a quick Enchantress. We may end up in trouble. But we have like Wasteland for Sire Sanctum, which is cool. What color do you choose? Green? Okay. Right? Yeah, just making sure I selected the right thing. We have 6. We have nothing to do on their turn. And the land's not really where we want to be. We're just going to play Island and pass. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Enchantress on the play, like that's not good for us. We are going to go ahead and play the standstill. We're going to make our opponent draw some cards. My opponent is stuck on 2 mana at the moment. But Enchantress is going to draw a lot of cards. Oh, Carpet of Flower, that's a good one. And more land. We got all the mana. But we can brainstorm fetch, so Carpet Flowers unfortunately is going to have to resolve. They will only get 1 mana off at the moment. This Badlands is very good, the Swamp is very good. I'd like to limit the amount of... Ooh, man. This is where I would love something like Sinkhole. Sinkhole is really good against Enchantress when you can like Sinkhole their forest, like a forest they're growing deep on like this. Obviously we're not playing Sinkhole. During combat, Joe should have attacked with a Growthium Enchantress just to, you know, just to send a message. This is the type of matchup where like being on bug with stuff like Leovold is very good. Yeah, so we're definitely going to want to Thoughtseize my opponent. I'm going to brainstorm first. A lot of Thoughtseizes. Okay. Jeez, I don't want all these fetch lands. I don't want half of these cards in my hand. I do want to fetch out a Badlands. I'm going to put back Badlands fetch. I'll play a fetch and fetch the Badlands to play the one of the Thoughtseizes. I do want to limit the amount of islands I have in play. So 2 greens and 2. Oh my god, all the Enchantresses. We're going to take the Elephant Grass. It's possible taking the Enchantress is better. Hoping I can draw into something relevant. I'm hoping I can draw into something like drawing something like Engineering Explosives would be great here. EE for 1 basically wipes out their mana. EE for 2, if they do go like Enchantresses deep here, EE for 2 will take out our Enchantresses and we'll be able to fight this card advantage engine that they're building up right now. Yeah, there's another Enchantress, so we're definitely going to want the EE. Did I board in Pyroclasms? Actually, no, I didn't board in Pyroclasms. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and say okay. Alright, so my opponent cast another Carpet of Flowers. Okay. All the more reason to try and stay really light on our islands. It's going to be a lot of mana building up over turns, though. Green Sun Zenith, X equals 0? Is that what that is? Is that what I'm looking at? Yeah, so there's a Dryad Arbor. Okay. Carpet of Flowers, so we're going to get... Okay, so we only use it once per turn. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to play Swamp. Go ahead and Thoughtseize them. Enchantress's Presence, we do not want them to have, but they also have Choke, which we don't want them to have. I think we're only off 1 island right now, so I'm not sure. Choke is a huge deal because we don't have to tap island for a bit. Presence, I think, is the bigger problem here. I'm going to take the Choke, though. Choke might actually be the more relevant card to take. I'm going to go ahead and kill this Dryad Arbor now. Guess I could have used Bolt for that, but... eh. So we'll keep ourselves off islands for the most part. I think I think we've lost this one. I don't think I can come back from this. My opponent's hand's pretty good. What are we taking in the choke? My opponent's hand is something like this, I think. Oh, okay, yep, sorry. I don't want to bring in Pyroclasms. I think Pyroclasm has to come in. Ugh. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and scoop here. We're not going to be able to keep up with this card advantage. We need to draw, like, exactly E, like, right. We need to draw E, like, a little bit ago. What do I think will be good? I think Pyroclasm is what I want to bring in, but I think Engineer Plague might just be better. So I need to be able to answer their Enchantresses. I'm not sure Stifles are great. My opponent's on, like, the Emrakul plan. Stifle's going to be really good here. We'll trim a Stifle. I'll trim a Bolt. I guess Kess is pretty slow. Just getting access to one spell a turn seems really good. The fact we have Kess actually makes me more apt to keep the Pyroclasms. Yeah, I mean, I'm not... Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. I'm particularly thinking about the Pyroclasms. I think I'd rather something like Engineered Plague, which just stays on board and just will kill every Enchantress that hits. Yeah, this is fine. Turn 2 Stiflenought, that's fine with me. So I can ponder turn 1, get some information about what we're going to draw. I'll go for a Volcanic Island on this one. Force seems pretty good. I don't particularly want to pitch like Standstill or Stifle, but I think I'm fine having to pitch one of those. So we're going to go click on bottom, then Delta, then Force. We will have to... No, don't shuffle Library. We will have to shuffle away the click, which I think is fine. My opponent also didn't start a Leyline this game, so... This is game 3, isn't it? Okay, so I think we're looking pretty good here. I'm kind of tempted to just jam this Standstill, but I think we just want to play Stiflenought, call it a day. So let's go Dreadnought. Let's go ahead and stifle that trigger. Let's not just lose our Dreadnought for nothing. And then we can force pitch Standstill. Like I said, I'd like to keep Standstill, but just forcing like one card generally is going to just get us there. I don't think I care about this Enchantress. I'd rather force for something like we have them on a 2-turn clock. I'd rather force for something like Elephant Grass, Solitary Confinement, or whatnot. I'm fine with them drawing a couple extra cards. It's not really a big deal. I will go ahead and jam a Standstill here, though, to ensure we can draw extras. If we don't draw into blue sources, blue cards, that's gonna suck. But again, we have them on a very fast clock. We have mana to pay for Elephant Grass. I don't particularly care about that. I am gonna have to go to the bathroom really quick, so my opponent's gonna unfortunately have to wait for me. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that, Joe. Man. Let's see what my opponent's got in store for us. Oblivion Ring, eh? Okay, really hope we draw another blue card. Thank God. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and counter that now. If we had drawn into a Stifle, too, that would have been okay, because we could have stifled the O-Ring trigger, but yeah, we got that. Couldn't do anything about it. So we're 2-1. That is a very nice Space Heater. It's actually... Unfortunately, my wife's grandfather died a couple of years ago, or a few years ago now. That was actually a Space Heater that he had on his little like porch he made. It's very, very nice. He was one of the very few things that he really enjoyed in life was sitting on his porch with a space heater going. So we were able to get the space heater after that. Again, it was an unfortunate way to get it, but it's a very nice space heater. We are winning dice rolls all over the place. My opponent said, good luck, have fun. Opponent says they're on a quest for 35th qualifier point, currently at 3-0 with 34. So, I like this hand. We're going to keep it. I'm likely going to start on a fetch land, Thoughtseize. My opponent asked if it's going to be Grixis Delver for the 4th time they're playing against. So obviously, like, leading on a Brainstorm is really good, but well, holding up Brainstorm's fine. But we're going to Thoughtseize, get some information on what my opponent's doing. So my opponent is on Depths. Standstill's not great against Dark Depths. Sylvan Library, I don't think I let my opponent have because we have no way to interact with it. Well, we also have like no way to interact with Merit Lage. I think I have to take the Sylvan Library and let them keep the Thoughtseize, unfortunately. Ugh, this is not pretty. My opponent took Standstill, which is actually good. Opponent's also very chatty, which I don't particularly like. I mean, it's fine my opponent's chatty, but yeah, Standstill is not a very good card against my opponent. Oh, I suppose I should have used Brainstorm before I played land, just to kind of get an idea what we have going. Fetch land's great. What do we not like here? I don't think I like the K command or the Grim Lavamancer. I don't think neither of them really do enough for us. We're going to put those back. We'll end up keeping the Grim Lavamancer, which is fine. We'll end up being like a little bit of a clock. Opponent message me again. So we essentially have 2 Underground Seas here, thanks to my opponent with their Aura board. So we know they have Simian Spirit Guide in hand. We know they have Crop Rotation. There's a chance they try and Crop Rotate, but let's see what happens. Okay, if this is a Vampire Hex Mage, we're in a lot of trouble. Sylvan Safekeeper is also obnoxious. This card. So you use Elvish Spirit Guide for that. And there's a Hex Mage, so I think we're just dead here. Right? So they have Crop Rotation and they have Blooming Watcher. Yeah, we're in trouble. Sylvan Safekeeper is a beast. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, please go ahead and concede there. Can't beat that strong of a start. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I don't think I particularly have anything for this matchup. I have Pie Needle, which can shut down some things. Click can be a blocker. I could bring an Engineered Plague to shut down Hex Mage. I definitely want Surgicals because we can potentially kill the... I do want Surgicals because we can potentially kill a Dark Depths with Wasteland or something and Surgical it out. So that's definitely something I want. I don't think I'm huge on Spell Pierce in this matchup. Stifles I like a lot. I definitely like my Dreadnought a lot. Grim Lavamancer can answer their stupid, what's it called, and be a clock. They're Sylvan Safekeeper. Fatal Push I'm definitely not huge on, so we're going to drop that. We're going to keep Bulk because it can answer. It can hit all their creatures and force them to make a move. It can also be Reach and hit them in the face. So I'm going to keep those. For the most part, I think we're going to be on like Stifle, and we're going to be trying to stifle Thespian Stage, Coughing Dark Depths, or Stifle Vampire Hexmage, and Surgicling out Dark Depths to keep them off things. If we try like Wasteland Dark Depths, they corrupt rotate in response. We can Surgical in response. So hopefully we find our Surgicals. Hopefully we keep them off the Dark Dex plan, because I think we beat their normal like I'm a little nerd beatdown plan. Yeah, I would like more land. I'll likely just start on a Ponder. I'm gonna keep this. So definitely gonna be fetching. What do we want here? I think black, blue. Yeah, definitely fetching Underground Sea. So we're gonna want to Ponder here. We can hold up Force. We'll likely end up pitching this cast as much as I want to try it. Next turn we have Stiflenought, which is nice. So we're going to put back Standstill, Dreadnought, Volk. Draw the Volk. Come on. Yeah. No, don't shuffle, please. We do have Force up. We have Stiflenought. My opponent has Abrupt Decay. We're going to be sad face, but that's fine. Things like this happen. Pie Needle. Okay. Fine naming Wasteland. We have K Command that can answer the Pie Needle, which we'll need to draw into the land for, but that's fine. They named Jason Mind Sculptor, so Wasteland's still potentially live. We're just going to Stiflenought here. We'll have Force to hopefully answer whatever they try to do. Oh yeah, all our lands can tap for black. That's awesome. Yeah, we're going to stifle that. Yeah, I said my opponent's Spice ? And they said Spicy about the same time. My opponent has a Sylvan Library. We're going to let that resolve. We have them on a very fast clock, so we don't particularly care about that. I'd rather answer things that are going to put their combo online. And I am going to just go ahead and drop a Standstill here. We have Force blue card. Standstill gives us the ability to draw into more if we have to. They currently, with their board state, can't just 20/20 us by the time we can Dreadnought them to death. So I'm not too worried about that. Like here, they'd have to play Thespian Sage and Dark Depths, or they'd have to play Dark Depths and a Vampire Hexmage, which would have to go through Standstill and a Force blue card. So I think we're okay where we are. We should have this game in the bag, but that deck can pull a lot of things really fast. Alright, yeah, we got that. Cool. I think I still like the way we're set up. It's making me think I kind of want to recoil in the deck. Because it answers problem permanents. It also can answer Merit Lage. So I'm wondering if recoil somewhere in here would be good. I love that card so much. I'm playing it a while now. Played it in Psychotog. I don't like this hand. It does have Wasteland, but they have a lot of ways to interact with Wasteland. Like, they have crop rotation and just cycle out things. I don't think I can mulligan because we do have Wastelands. I think I have to keep this and try it. We're going to have to hope to draw things like a Brainstorm to fix up the hand, like Stifle to interact a little bit. Force is going to be a horrible top deck if we get it, but I don't think I can really mull this hand. They just jam a Vampire Hexmage, I can bolt it. They jam like a Sylvan Safekeeper, I can bolt that and force them to like give me something. My opponent just has Pie the Needle for, yeah, there's Pie the Needle. My opponent is down to 2 cards, so hopefully they're not cards that just mean, like, I'm dead. We will see what happens. I do have K Command to answer Pie the Needle, so I'm not super worried about that. There's another Wasteland just to really rub it in. We're going to go ahead and play Volk and pass. If we get lucky, my opponent has to, like, jam a Vampire Hexmage without being able to jam a Dark Depths. We'll be in very good shape. So, library is not good for us. Opponent's going to draw a lot of cards. I think we have to save the bolt. Again, we're gonna, yeah, there's a K Command. Alright, hopefully we live one more turn, we can end a turn, K Command, kill this Pie the Needle, shock them for 2, or make them discard. Probably end up being shock them for 2. And then we can hold up Wastelands again. Not happy about the fact my opponent's looking at a lot of cards. Pineal. Okay, another Pineal. This is going to be redundant on Wasteland, I'm assuming. They could. They know we have Delta in hands. They could end up just doing that. Okay, they got Jason the Mind Sculptor. That's cool. All right. Mostly what we care about is just having Wasteland up, so we're fine with that. I'll play Delta here. I want to jam this Needle now. Opponent has 0 cards in hand. Yeah, I think we jam Needle now. We're going to jam Needle now. We're going to name Thespian Stage most likely. Vampire Hexmage is very tempting though. Yeah, Thespian Stage I think we have to do. Thespian Stage can just become copies of our Wastelands, make life a little more miserable for us. Vampire Hexmage is a card we can potentially counter if we get the mana for it and whatnot. Next turn we can still use K-Command to shatter this Needle and be able to start holding up Wastelands. So I'm actually okay with the position we're in right now. I definitely need some form of clock soon. Like if we can top deck a Brainstorm, that would be really ideal. If this is just Vampire Hexmage, Dark Depths now, that's going to suck for us. I'm going to go ahead and bolt this off the board now. Alright, so they're going to go square. If they have a crop rotation hand, there's a chance they'll crop rotate for a Dark Depths now. Just make the guy. Yeah. Shit. If they have it, right? I do have a click in here, so it's possible we can get a click out to block for a turn, shatter one of these needles. Okay, so we just do another land, so that sucks. Alright, so we just lost. It's possible I shouldn't have fired the trigger on Bolt until we could, like, play Wasteland, then, like, K-Command, I guess. I don't know if there's really anything we could have done differently. Our draws were pretty miserable there, so I'm just going to go ahead and scoop. My opponent's got that. We're 2-2. It was unfortunate, so I don't think that was a misplay. I think that's just that matchup's probably a little bit rough. There's definitely some sideboard cards that can make it better, like some type of bounce effect, like an instant speed, like Recoil, Vapor Snag, things like that. I guess Death and Taxes, that was definitely a misplay. This match 2 against Death and Taxes, the K-Command not being targeted at the right things. I chose to shock and discard instead of discard, shatter, Vial, and the Vial ended up really outvaluing us over the game, so that was unfortunate. Well, lucky for my opponent, they're now 4-0. They get to get their last qualifier point, because I think 4-1 gets you 1 qualifier point, and that's what they've been waiting on, so it's awesome for them. Okay, there's nothing in my chat. Good. That opponent was very chatty. Yeah, I mean, it's possible I should have needled for Hexmage, but I figured we can interact with the Thespian Hexmage a little better. The fact that they had Hexmage and crop rotation on top, they're able to play Hexmage, hold up crop rotation, like, that just happens. That deck is extremely redundant. But those were pretty good games, actually. I was pretty impressed with the way that those games went. Yes, not still. This is not still. Sorry for that pun. It was a really bad pun. This is likely what I'm bringing to my LGS tomorrow. I'm playing around with Standstill. So most of the blue decks I'm playing around with are like, I went on, like, I played Psychotog, I played Togless. Togless is basically like a really heavy bug control deck that came around before Team America was a deck. If you don't know what Team America is, it's basically like one of the early Delver decks before Delver was a thing. It eventually adopted Delver because it's a very aggressive creature, but the deck runs like, it ran like Tombstalkers, it ran Nimble Mongoose. I forget what else it ran, but it had like Ghastly Demise, and Delver was a huge thing that started it out. It's basically like a bug aggro control deck. And then Togless was replaced by that. It was like a heavy bug control deck that ran I ran like Tombstalkers, and I forget what else, but it ran like Jace when Jace first came out. I'm trying to think what the hell's on the list. I know my list had like Snapcaster Mage, True Name Nemesis, stuff like that. It's like a really old deck that I tried to do a revival on for my Brew Corner column. The deck was a lot of fun. That was around the time I started Blue. It was probably about a year ago now. So the last like 6 months I've been playing pretty much nonstop Standstill. The last couple of weeks I've been playing a lot of Stiflenought. Really started to come around to a lot of these decks that haven't really been decks for a long time. It's been a lot of fun. I tried Bug, Stiflenought. I tried Esper. I hated Esper. That was real bad. Bug was pretty good overall. Definitely some learning. Definitely a higher learning curve than what I'm used to. I guess Death and Taxes is probably one of the highest learning curves I've had for a deck I've played. I was playing that like blue-white Standstill deck with Replenish. So figured I'd combine the thing I've been on for like 6 months with the thing I've been on for like 3 weeks or whatever, and that's why I came with this Grixis Stiflenought list. Kind of missed Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman's a very good card. Wow, 4 minutes into this queue. Come on, people. Where are you? Look for opponents. Come on, people. We're 2-2 going this last round. If we can get a win here, we get our play points back, and then some, I think, and then we get like a treasure chest. I haven't opened a treasure chest in a while. I don't think I'm going to open one. I'd love to open one on stream, but at the same time, they're just better to sell. How was that? Oh, here we go. So I got crushed in the die roll this time. Been doing good on die rolls tonight. Finally, I think I lost 2 out of the 3 so far. Yeah, this hand doesn't really... We have like Fatal Push. We have blue cards. Kind of okay with keeping this. I would like to see like a Ponder or Brainstorm. I'd like to see a Red Source. I'm going to try it. We do have Force blue card. We'll likely be Force Pitch Jace, and then we have Fatal Push. Pendelhaven, so we're likely against Infect. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so we're just going to try to Fatal Push this. If they try to protect it, we will force whatever they try to protect it with. I'd like to not have to force whatever they try to protect it with. Yeah, they have force as well. So force, pitch, Blighted Agent. We're going to force back. I'm going to pitch... I really want to pitch Snapcaster Mage, but I really want to pitch Snapcaster Mage. I want to keep Jace, but Snap's going to be relevant earlier. So I'm going to pitch Jace. We have more Snapcaster Mages in the deck, but we have to just answer this, so I have to do something. And then having Snapcaster Mage plus Fatal Push later could be very good for us. I was playing Bug Landstill for a bit, and that deck was a lot of fun. I want to play Standstill, but because they run Inkmoth Nexus, I don't think I can just jam a Standstill until we at least find a Wasteland, and there's an Inkmoth Nexus. Speak of the devil. God. They have another land. They can do 2 a turn to us through a Standstill. I'm going to try it. This may be incorrect. I hope I didn't just like throw this game away. Like, this is still a very slow clock. If they don't have another land, like it's 1 a turn, we'll have 10 turns to draw Wasteland, which I'm fine with. Underground Sea, no. I only have 2 Wastelands in my deck now I'm thinking about it. So this is probably just stupid. Hoping my opponent gets a little nervous about the fact we're drawing cards and cracks our Standstill for us. My opponent had fetch here. They could have gotten for 2 infect damage, so I'm not sure what exactly they were planning with that. I might have to crack the Standstill on my turn. Oh, still have a couple turns, but against Infect we are going to run out of time. Oh, I've got to stop doing this to myself. Gotta stop doing this to myself. I'm going to go ahead and just Thoughtseize them. See what they got in hand. Let them have start cards up my standstill. Depending on what they have, I'll try Ponder into a Wasteland and get a Wasteland off in their Inkmoth Nexus. Likely just killed myself by having to do that. Assuming it's going to be like a Spell Pierce or something. Brainstorm response, sure. Ideally, I'm going to try and take whatever I can to ensure this Ponder resolves. Hopefully find a Wasteland. We haven't played land yet, so we can Wasteland their Inkmoth Nexus. Now that they're tapped out, they also can't just, like, if they have crop rotation, they can't just crop rotate away the Inkmoth Nexus, which is nice. They have Daze, they have Spell Pierce. So Dazes could be a... So they only have 2... You can only use 1 Daze. We can pay for that. We're going to take the Spell Pierce. Berserks are a little obnoxious, but we can get around that. Nothing here says kill Inkmoth Nexus to me. Oh, I done effed up. So they have 2 Berserks, so they can go to 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we're pretty dead. Only single days right now. Oh god. No, we're not going to show the library. All right. Ugh. Oh, they can double days right now. That's unfortunate. They also can't Berserk twice, which is fine. Would love the red source to be a Bolt active, but can't always get what you want. Yep. Yep. So we know my opponent has these cards in hand at least. I don't know what their last card is. Oh, God. That standstill was a big mistake. The greed is real. So my opponent can use at least 2 of these dazes. Now they can use 3 dazes. Ugh, yeah, or not. Oh, they were coming out of this one. So this is good for snap. This is good for push. We can pay for a daze. Oh, God. I'm not happy about this, but we're going to try it. We can force pitch standstill to get that second daze, I guess. Sweet. Oh, no. Oh, God, I'm bad. I let that resolve. Jesus. Alright. Sometimes I'm real bad at this. Alright, Fork Bolt seems pretty good. Pyroblast is probably okay. Maybe not. We're going to see. Pyroclasm seems great. Plague on Human doesn't do anything, does it? Stops Blight Agent, stops... We're going to do this. Let's see. So these are the cards I would like to bring in. Not huge on standstill here, so those are just going to come out. Plus the Storm coming in. Fork Bolt will be coming in. Pyroblast I'm not huge on. Those will likely not end up coming in. Pyroblast fighting over Counter War doesn't seem great to me. I definitely want to keep the Stifles and the Dreadnoughts because I need a fast clock. So 10 cards we're trying to bring in. Grim Lavamancer is really good. Lightning Bolts are fine. Fatal Pushes are good. It's possible trimming a Dreadnought and a Stifle is fine. Kess is a little slow. Being able to use like a removal spell like every turn seems good though. Jace is very good later. Kolgon's Command can like 2-for-1 them fairly easy. Pyroblast I don't think is worth it. Flusterstorm's probably fine. Engineered Plague is probably really sketchy. Like naming Human for Noble Hierarch and Blighted Agent seems cool, but I don't know if that's really where we want to be. Or like naming Blink Moth or whatever for Inkmoth Nexus would be nice. Are we heavy enough on spells where Kess is good? I think we're heavy enough on spells where Kess can still be good. I think Jace is a little suspect. I like Jace though. On the play, I think we'll trim a Force. On the draw, we'll probably take back a Force and trim like a Jace or whatever. Yes, I would love to play first. Thank you for asking. We have all our mana. We have Push. We have Brainstorm. We have Force. We have Jace. I'll keep this. I'd like to be able to draw more removal. Oh, and we're up. I'm going to lead on Underground Sea and pass. Oh, man. Yeah, Brainstorm's fine. My opponent brainstormed and conceded. Okay. Interesting. Indeed. Alright. On the draw, I probably want both Forces. I probably don't want both Jaces. I still think I like Kess, but we're going to try this out. Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'll keep this. Seems fine against Infect. Would like more removal, but we can force the Spell Pierce back up to shut down their first creature. Stifle seems pretty good if they try and fetch. No, not allowed. I'm heavier on black, so I'm going to go for Underground Sea. My mic is attached to my camera. Not sure what you're trying to ask for that question. Alright, so our opponent's stuck on just Pendelhaven. They didn't play a creature, so that's a good sign. Oh, which I prefer? I think I'd probably just prefer a... I don't know, you know. I don't know. Probably stand-up mic, but figure that out. Alright, so we can, if we keep this Noble Hierarch off board, we can wasteland them and keep them really restricted on mana, which I'm actually very tempted to do. I don't like the fact we'd have to force pitch a card and then possibly not be able to back up the force. We're not using this Power Clause anytime soon, though, so I'm definitely going to go back. We're going to leave it at this. This is what our hand's going to look like for next turn. I'm going to try and force. I'm going to pitch a Spell Pierce. I don't think Redundant Spell Pierce is going to get us very far. Alright, so we got away with that. So we're going to wasteland them here. Hopefully they're just mana screwed and we can pull ahead that way. Go ahead, wasteland. I'm going to go ahead and get some beats in. I definitely want to close this one out. Yeah, so we already have a microphone. I might just, it's set up with Kate's desk. I might just take it for now until she actually is able to start streaming. With everything that's been going on and Christmas and the holidays and whatnot, she hasn't started yet, so it's possible when she does start streaming, I'll probably end up, giving it back to her and we'll pick up another mic, but I definitely need to pick up a mic at some point. Alright, awesome. We have a Brainstorm, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to snap Brainstorm. I want to get the Snapcaster Mage in play so we can continue putting on the beats, and I'm going to use Brainstorm to hopefully fix up our hand. I'd like to find a red source so we can make sure our Pyroclasm's online. Alright, my opponent scooped, so we got it. We went 3-2. Awesome. So that was a good call. Forcing the Noble Hierarch, wastelanding their last land after stifling. Great calls. That play was really solid. I feel like that play was a lot better than what I was showing before. After that initial standstill with an Inkmoth Exodus in play, thinking, we can find a wasteland. That was just stupid. But we were able to redeem ourselves, went 3-2, got a treasure chest, 120 play points, so we can re-roll the next league we're in. So that's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Let's look at the deck we just played, just as a recap. Turn to details. So view my previous deck. Alright, so we played Grixis Nought-Still. So again, Grixis mana base. It's fairly similar to Check Pile. We have 8 island. We have 3 islands in a swamp because we're much more of a standstill control deck type deal. 2 wastelands in here, 2 Volks, 2 underground seas, 7 fetches, 3 factories, and a Badlands. I already talked about the islands and swamps, so I skipped over those. For cantrips, we have the 4 Brainstorm. We have 3 Ponder. Much more of a fan of Ponder because you get the shuffle and stuff without having to do a fetch land, but Brainstorm is still instant speed. It's still a very powerful card. You can fix up your hand, no problem with a fetch land. 2 Spell Pierce, 4 Stifles, couple Fatal Push, 2 Thoughtseize main, 1 on the side, Grim Lavamancer, 3 Lightning Bolts, 3 Phyrexian Dreadnoughts. We have 3 Snapcaster Mage to buy back our spells, 3 Standstills. 2 Kolaghan's Command. Kolaghan's Command is very good. It's very unfortunate. Round 2 against Death and Taxes where I Kolaghan's Command, picking the wrong modes. I meant to make my opponent discard Shatter Their Vow. I ended up having them discard and dealing them too. So some silly mistakes tonight, but we still had fun with it. 2 Jace and a cast. Cast I didn't get to cast once, which is unfortunate. I really was hoping to try and see what she was. Oh, sorry about that. Throat's dry. I really wanted to see what Kess would bring us, but unfortunately, the one time we had her in hand, I think I ended up putting her back in the Brainstorm or our opponent scooped very early. I don't remember. Or maybe we just died early. It might have been against Dark Depths combo. 4 Force of Wills. So that's our main board. And our sideboard was pretty much all the sweepers and all the Death and Taxes hate we could get, plus some combo hate and Flusterstorm, couple Surgicals, Thoughtseize, couple Pyroblast, Vanillion Click, some Pine Needle. Overall, I think the deck was really good. There was a card earlier I'd mentioned that I would probably want to use in the future. I think I could probably trim a Pyroclasm. I think 2 is I think this is a little bit much for Death and Taxes. Against them, unfortunately, game 2 I was pretty hard up. I would like a recoil is what I was looking at. A Vapor Snack's probably fine. Those would be good against Dark Depths. So I'd probably make this a recoil. I think I'm fine still having the 1-up Dread tonight. It's great early against Death and Taxes. Fork Bolt might be a little redundant with everything we have. So I might be like drop a Fork Bolt, drop a Pyroclasm, add a recoil, add a Vapor Snack, something like that. I'll play around the list a little bit. I'll likely run this tomorrow night in my local meta. I'll likely not run a Kess though. Kess will likely end up being the 4th Standstill or a Singleton Spell Snare. We'll see what happens. But it was a real fun stream. Went 3-2. Good overall. A couple misplays. And then Greenback Dark Depths was just like, opponent had a pretty good draw. Our draw was okay. We were a little bit behind where we needed to go, but, it all went fine. So I was very excited for the deck. If anyone has any questions, you can hit me up on Twitter at Aaron Gazaniga. It's right there on my streaming overlay. This video will be uploaded to YouTube. On YouTube, my username is Aaron Gazaniga. Same thing. Aaron Gazaniga is pretty much where I'm on for any social media, any of my media outlets like YouTube and whatnot. You check me out at Hitches of the Coast and Brew Corner. I write every other Tuesday, usually bringing you fresh brews, sometimes bringing you revival brews. So basically my revival series I've been running here and there. I ran with Jeremy, I think 6 or 8 months ago now. But we were reviving some old decks and Legacy you used to see, like Hulk Rebirth was a deck we were doing. I think Jerry did like a Sea Stompy or like Malibu Control. I revived Togless, which is just a heavy bug control deck, which got replaced by like Team America, which got replaced by Bug Delver, which got replaced by Grixis Delver. So you get some history in those articles and whatnot. You get some an idea of like what the meta was like back then, what the meta is like now. You get an idea of how to upgrade your deck to fight the normal meta. So we have a lot of neat stuff on Hipster of the Coast. If you're looking for anything from limited to legacy to vintage to just news in the community, Hipsters of the Coast, we have it all. I want to say thank you, Card Hoarder, for making this possible. The partnership between Hipsters of the Coast and Card Hoarder is what brings all these streams to life. I wouldn't be able to stream basically a new deck every other week or twice a week if it wasn't for that. So I appreciate Card Hoarder very much. Thank you. Like I said at the end of my last video, I've been trying to clean up my language a little bit, more so in the fact that you might hear a swear word or two. That's why I have this. That's why I have it set to mature content only. But I'm trying to clean up, like not jokingly call my opponent dick, things like that, because they had a good top deck. But yeah, we're just trying to keep it fun, trying to make sure everything's good. If there's anything you want to see, if there's any requests you have for a deck, please feel free to hit me up on Twitter. I'm happy to work on some of the brew. I'm happy to feature a brew someone might have on stream. A couple weeks ago, I streamed a Goblin Bombardment deck that was based off like Young Pyromancer. We ended up adding Mouse Mentor. We emailed for a couple weeks, talked about some of the changes that could be made to the deck. We made up a deck list, and it seemed to go pretty well overall. There was a lot of power error in that, and a lot of unfamiliar with the deck, but it was a deck that was definitely a lot of fun, and I think could be a lot of fun in your LGS. So check out that article as well. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to sign out now. I'm done talking. I'm sure you're all done listening to me. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in.